Hello everyone. I'm jumping in really quick to make a video about some side jobs that are great to do if you are in grad school. Any program, but especially I can speak to if you are in grad school as a school psychologist. So I know a lot of people are going on internship or they're even starting the school psychology program. And it's really hard because you make no money on internship. And if you're a full-time student, you don't really have time to work. Obviously, there's different cases, and some people are part-time and work full-time, or some people go to school full-time and work full-time. But if you are one of those people in grad school wondering how you can make a little extra money, I'm going to talk about some things that I did and some things that I know some of my friends do, and also some things that people do online to get some money while in grad school. The first thing is being a dog walker. So I know in my area, dog walkers can get between about $15 to $25 a walk. So let's say you take a dog for a walk 4 times a week and you just do one walk and it's $20 an hour. That right there is $80 a week, and that's for one dog. And together, because it's usually a half-hour walk, that's only for like 2 hours of your week for $80. So of course you can make your own schedule and you can get more dogs and walk dogs for longer, so you'll get even more money then. So that's an option. Going off of that would be a house sitter or even a pet sitter or a babysitter, because again, you can pick your own schedule, but also it's not too much of a task. If you're a house sitter, you're pretty much like watering the plants, making sure that you're there in case if something happens, checking if there's any emergencies or anything like that. But usually you're just relaxing in the house till they get home, so it's pretty easy and you make a decent amount. When I looked it up, people can make up to $25,000 a year. Bartending is another one, and when I looked this up, you can make about $30,000 a year, but I know that really depends where you're at and how many tips you get and everything. But I have a couple friends that are bartenders and honestly work in a school right now just because they want extra pay, or they do it in the summer to get some extra money. So you can make a good amount of extra cash bartending as well. If you're looking for a job just in the summer, something you could do is a summer internship or apprenticeship. I know that I have a summer internship that I've been doing every year in grad school, and I'm even doing it right now, and it's related to school psychology because at the moment I'm working in a place that provides trainings to teachers in the state, and I do research and all of that, but I get paid to do this. So you could probably get paid like 10 to 12 an hour and work up to 40 hours a week based on your own schedule. It really depends what internship or apprenticeship that you find, but it's definitely possible and can give you that extra cash, especially before the school year starts or before you start working in your career. Research jobs are another one. So I've done research jobs since 2017, and I am just starting to, actually, I'm just stopping it right now since I'm going to go into work as a school psychologist. But the research job I did is through a university, and there was a bunch of different studies, and it'll be a phone job that I could do from home. Even before the pandemic, just because I'm not in the area. And even then you can make like 10 to 12 an hour based on your schedule that you want. And it's in the evenings, at least the one that I had. So I look into that also if you're looking for something that you can make around your own schedule, but also pick up that extra cash. While you're in grad school, I know I mentioned this in another video, but getting a graduate assistantship, especially related to the field that you're in, is something you can do. And while they may not pay you a lot, they could cover your tuition, which will in turn give you more money, especially if you have loan, or save you money if you don't have loans, because now you don't have to pay that portion of your tuition. So that's something else you can look into, and there's a variety of them. You can do something like your resident assistant all the way over to something directly related to your job and doing research on the campus, depending what field you're going into. For school psych, it might be helpful to work in your Office of Learning Services. I know that's what I did at my school, and I feel like that helped prepare me too and was related to being a school psychologist. I know someone that also was in cleaning services, and this really depends where you're at and what cleaning service you do, because obviously, like, if someone's a janitor, that is a full-time job, but sometimes you can get paid under the table and work around your own hours, so that's something that you could look into. And if you could only work on weekends, for example, you could schedule yourself to clean people's houses for only the weekend, and that'll be some extra cash, plus your whole day probably won't be gone if you're making your own schedule. This one is a little out there and kind of you need some luck for this. If you are doing YouTube or Twitch or some sort of streaming social media service and you happen to make it big, you can make money doing that. And I don't mean big like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye, but even if, let's say, you get 1,000 views on a video, most people, I think they get paid $5 per 1,000 views. So let's say each time you make a video, you typically get 10,000 views. That right there is about $50 for that one video. So if you made like 3 videos a week and they all happen to get that amount of views, right there is $150. It may not be a lot, but if it's something you enjoy, that's some extra cash that you can make off of that. And if you make it big enough, then you get sponsorships and they can give you a whole lot more money. Like, I've heard some people get a sponsorship and they just want to be mentioned and they'll get $125,000 just for mentioning them. So I know that's a little out there, but if that is a possibility for you, then that's something you could do as well. And last but not least is DoorDash, or some sort of service where you're delivering food, because with that you can make your own schedule and it's in the evening. So if like you're in a program and you have school during the day, or you can only work on the weekends or only certain weekends, you can make your own schedule and you're driving around delivering food, so you're making some extra money for yourself. So this list was not in any order whatsoever. I just had a list of possible jobs that you could do that I think would be something good in grad school, that aren't taking a lot of time but giving you some money. Obviously these jobs are not giving you like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, but when you're in grad school, like just $20,000, $15,000 sounds like so much. I'm telling you, you don't know how much grad school drains your money. So these will be some things that you can do that shouldn't be too stressful and give you that extra cash. But I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.